Hey guys, it's Courtney B from the Pulp of Wood, and welcome back to my video, and welcome if you're new. So I am going to be, this is going to be our second day of our paper bead challenge, counting down to spring. So I think today we are actually going to do this paper. Just going to do the first one on this, in this book, because it's really pretty and I really like it. So, as I said in my previous video, if y'all watched the first video, I got this book of paper from Walmart. So, their scrapbook paper has this black dotted line at the top. And I always just like to cut that off because I don't really want that on my beads. So, I am just going to do that really quick. I think I'm going to make these 1-inch bicone beads. So I am just going to turn it this way and do the pattern this way. So I'm going to get my paper here, mark it every inch, just so you guys can see here. And I'm going to move my paper, my ruler down the bottom of the paper every inch. And, you know, I always say you don't have to be absolutely perfect. It's just paper beads. So, turn it to the side, and if you guys are new here, I always like to kind of roughly go over how to make the paper beads, or how to measure them to cut them out. What you're going to want to do is, when you're making the bicone beads, is I always start on this side. I always keep this side where it is on the line, and then you just take this side and then you move it up to the corner. Sorry, I'm not very good at explaining this, but you guys see what I'm doing, right? And then you just make your triangle, and then you keep this still, and then you move this down to the second line. That's why you make the marks. And you start and you make the second triangle, and then you start going down on the other side, and then you just keep going back and forth. So just, you know, a little tidbit on how I measure and cut my paper beads, just in case you guys have never seen any videos before. So just going to be measuring and cutting. I'm not going to measure and cut the entire paper, so I think this is enough beads here for you guys to get the gist of what it's going to look like. So what you do is you just cut this out, just cut these triangles out. These are going to be really pretty and really springy looking, I hope. I love this paper. Alrighty, so here is what the strips look like. Show y'all what the strips look like. Here's what the strips look like. Pretty. Some of them are green on top and red on bottom, and red on top and green on bottom. Or orangey, red, whatever color that is. Got my little paper bowl. My little kitty, what are you doing? Vader, what are you doing, kitty? My kitty's silly. He's always wanting to be in the video. Oh, there's my other kitty. Ooh, guys, these turned out pretty. Where did my, here it is. Glue on that one. Kitty. They act like they're gonna start fighting. They act like they're gonna start pouncing on each other. Here's what they look like. Ooh, these are really pretty. These turned out gorgeous. Look at them. Oh, if I can move my fat finger. Look how pretty those turned out, guys. So, these are very spring-like. And there goes my neighbor's dogs going postal again, like usual. There's somebody walking around my alley, that's why. My craft shop back here is on the back of my house, and you can see my alley from my window and my door. It looks like there's a truck out back. I don't know what. I don't know who it is. But the neighbor dogs are going postal. Oh. Turned out really pretty. Yep, there goes kitty kitty. Oh, well, at least isn't my dogs interrupted my video today. They're in there snoozing. Here it is only 9:30 in the morning and they're still sleeping. They get up and move from the bed. Yes, they sleep with me in bed. They get up from the bed and when I get up in the morning, and they go to the couch and sleep. They have their breakfast, they go out and go potty, and then they go and lay back down. So, but one of my dogs is, he's 8 years old, so he's an older dog, and he's 200 pounds, so he needs to be on a diet. But anyway, so yeah, that's what they do. They're silly, silly dogs. These would have been pretty 1/2-inch bicone beads. Y'all know those are my favorite to make. I have no idea why. Well, I do have an idea why. Just because they're small, and I like to make bracelets better than necklaces. And I just think bracelets look better with 1/2-inch bicone beads instead of inch bicone beads. 1 inch. It's usually why I do that. Usually why I make 1/2-inch bicone beads. So, I mean, you can use them in a necklace. You can use them in anything. You could use any of them in anything. You could make 2-inch bicone beads for a bracelet, but I just think it looks nice if they are 1/2 inch bicone beads for a bracelet. I'm gonna have to change my glue out, y'all. My glue is getting kind of grimy. May have to just put a little bit of water in it to thin it out a little bit. I don't want to waste it. But it gets grimy after a while, after you use it for so long. Hold that for a minute there. Make sure it's going to stick. Here's our last one, y'all. These turned out really nice, and I really like these. These are going to be so pretty when I glaze them, and they're real shiny looking. These turned out nice, y'all. Look at these. Very spring-like. Green and orangey red with a little bit of white in it. Really pretty. So yeah, that is my video for today, guys. 1 inch bicone beads. My second day of my paper bead challenge, countdown to spring. So yeah, if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. It apparently helps the algorithm on YouTube understand that, you know, my video is liked and it will show it to more people. So anywho, so yeah, if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to join my public Facebook group, it is Paper